What can we expect next from Godzilla, Japan's atomic-powered metaphor? Nothing good. In 1954, less than a decade after the United States dropped 2 atomic bombs on the country, America detonated a huge hydrogen bomb nearby in the South Pacific. It was given the codename Castle Bravo, and radioactive dust from the explosion had completely coated a Japanese tuna boat, the Lucky Dragon 5. Crew members returned to port with radiation sickness and nets full of contaminated fish, prompting a nationwide radioactive tuna panic. Also in 1954, Japan earmarked 230 million yen to begin its nuclear energy program. And also in 1954, the first Godzilla movie was released. The monster was a creation of the atomic age with powers rooted in radioactivity. The name is a mashup of the Japanese words for gorilla and whale, suggesting some unholy mutation that looks like Godzilla spent his formative years laying waste to Japan, belching out an atomic death ray and, at least once, destroying a tuna cannery. In the collective imagination, he was a clear symbol for nuclear technology gone wrong, King Kong's worst nightmare to say the least. At the time, Japan had virtually no gas or oil reserves, so powering the electrical grid with reactors became an attractive solution. In 1961, construction began on the Tokai nuclear power plant, and the power was on by 1966. With more familiarity and acceptance to nuclear power, we note Godzilla's transformation into a more compassionate monster. By the mid-60s, Godzilla had become a true defender of Japanese culture, especially from even nastier mutants than the like. In Son of Godzilla, Godzilla's offspring Manila teams up with the boy who gets bullied around, and then, by the mid-70s, Godzilla had basically gone on to save the world from evil alien cyborgs. But then in 1979, IRL meltdown. Nuclear fuel overheated in a reactor at a power plant in the United States, threatening total catastrophe. The 3 Mile Island accident intensified the public's mistrust for splitting atoms, just in time for the Godzilla production company to end its recent hiatus. The return of Godzilla came in 1984, and suddenly Godzilla was a proper monster again, with an extra mean face and a reawakened desire to destroy. And that has been his character ever since. Through another dozen Japanese installments, the Chernobyl disaster, and a major Hollywood remake, Godzilla is the barometer of the world's nuclear anxieties. Meanwhile, with the latest disaster in Japan threatening meltdown, and an American remake of Godzilla scheduled to be released next year, what will this beast do next?